Now we continue with the Good News Bible, today's English version. And before we get into them, in actuality, I'll give you a tiny bit of background. First of all, it was done or is done by the American Bible Society, and it is a multi denominational book, according to what it says. Now, also, the origin of this it was because of those missionaries in Africa who wanted to be able to inform people in that country about the Bible. So that's why it was called thought for thought rather than word for word, because they would not be able to understand the words, but they can understand the ideas. Now, this is called the dynamic theory of Bible writing. Dynamic rather than exactness. It's dynamic in the sense that it brings you into the ideas. And then when you get, let's say, a cross reference from it to another section, you will get the same idea, not the same words, of course, but the same idea, although the words may be very similar. But that's the theory behind this Bible. And also, the Bible itself was used by Billy Graham in many of his crusades, or parts of it were used. So, and he approved of this Bible in particular. So you will find that it was used by Billy Graham. This will be called Good News Bible 2, and it will be in the Bible folder. Now, not only is the size different, but the smallest one of the two, which is the one I got for free, does have something that the large one does not have. That is to say, it has cross references on the bottom that will show you what verse it's referring to, and then will take you to another book where those verses are, or the same book where those verses are. So that gives you an idea of how those thoughts are transferred to another part of the Bible that are so similar. So if you follow those through, you will get a good idea of how you can find other thought patterns, not necessarily word patterns, that are the same. Also, in the small one, each book of the Bible has an introduction and an outline. And then you get to each chapter, which will have an outline of, not an outline, but a title for that chapter so you know what's going on in that section. Now, also, what both of them do is very interesting. If different translations translate something differently, they will give you a good idea of, like, say, some ancient translations say innocent man. The Hebrew